Okay, so when we first got assigned this project, I knew I wanted to do something that helped improve other people's lives, but I didn't know where to start. That same week, one of my friends started a new diet. All excited, she came up and told me that all she was going to eat starting today was trail mix. I told her that that wasn't the healthiest option, but she said, "Don't worry, it's healthy. I'm taking out all the M&Ms." So that one friend inspired me to create a food blog based on demystifying diets. And so I read a report on diets that was published by UCLA that stated that around 5 to 10% of your weight can be lost through diets. But all of that weight comes back later. So to sum up their research, diets cause more harm than good. So then for my project, I decided to create a food blog in which I would share a recipe, changing a simple ingredient or two to show the effect on its overall recipe as a whole. And I wanted to give dieters a different way to approach the problem, a more simple and easy way that could create a more lasting change. And so I faced a lot of challenges for my project, and the most prevalent challenge I faced was the fact that I had no prior cooking experience before this project. I mean, I know how to make a sandwich and I know how to make pasta, but that's about it. So I learned a lot about how to cook throughout this project. And another challenge I faced was an underestimation of how much time I would need to complete this project. I thought that researching for my project would take about 1 week total, but researching for only one recipe took me 3 weeks by itself. So I only had time to post about 2 recipes to my blog. My last challenge was that I had to face a lot of trial and error while trying to finish my final recipes because outside of school I had to figure out what worked and what didn't work for my recipes. So I did end up posting one recipe that I'm really proud of to my blog. And this is my main screen for my blog. And I called it Serve to Scale to touch upon the fact that balance is really necessary for a healthy diet. And here's my first blog post. And I decided to base it on my mom's banana bread recipe, which is one of my favorite recipes. And I didn't want to have to deal with copyright issues as well. And I actually brought you guys some samples to try after I'm done presenting. And in this recipe, I decided to switch out all-purpose flour with whole wheat flour. And I did so because I read an article on SFGate that said that whole wheat has many benefits, which includes, but it's not limited to, an increase in fiber, and whole wheat does not spike your blood sugar levels. I also made this change in particular because before this project, I thought that cutting carbs would lead to a healthier lifestyle. But this is actually the opposite. Based on this article by the University of West Virginia, this myth that carbs are bad for you only comes from simple carbohydrates like all-purpose flour and sugar and stuff like that. But whole wheat is actually a complex carb, which makes it more healthy for our bodies. So when I started this project, I thought that all carbs were bad, and my original goal was to help a lot of people improve their own lifestyles. But in the end, I ended up improving my own lifestyle because in my recipes going forward, I'm going to be switching out all-purpose flour for whole wheat in more of my recipes. Thank you.